I'm Shimron Hetmyer, and this is my story.
Exceptional player, Shimron Hetmyer. Much is expected of this young man.
My earliest memories really was seeing my brother play, really. He was someone that I really looked up to growing up, and he represented our country and stuff like that. And even other members of my family themselves had like fond memories of going out and just playing in the streets and having fun. So that's really something that I really picked up from. And from there, I just started to enjoy it, really. I actually wanted to see how much I could balance it off with my schoolwork and cricket, really, like sports and school. But it wasn't the easiest of things to do growing up. So I tried to do as much as I can in school. But after school, when I got home and stuff, I tried to get into doing cricket stuff and so on as well.
Goes for it. That's his bread and butter shot. Shimron Hetmyer, how often have we seen this?
My biggest influences are a coach that I had at home, my brother, of course, and another coach, manager person. Like, they really helped me coming along in my career. They helped in whatever way that they could have, gears-wise, taking me to practice, taking me to games, even to look at games and stuff like that. They really helped along the way.
That sounded good.
The West Indies development pathway shaped me so much that it's helped me to play in different leagues and helped me to be a better person. It would have really helped me in terms of being disciplined, going out to the field and enjoying what I do, and play with pride and just make sure that I enjoy what I did, and that in turn helped me to go out and make runs and represent my team and my country well. Playing for the West Indies for the first time, it was fun, exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time, because I was super nervous because I wasn't expecting to play for the West Indies at the time that I did. But having some guys there that I knew from before, and that I played, I think it was senior cricket with, in terms of in our region. It was nice just having them there to lend a helping hand and to help me whatever I would have needed help with, and it really helped me as well. When I made my debut, there was Craig Brathwaite. He was there as well. There was Kyron Powell and Shannon Gabriel as well. So many others that were there, but those guys, they were somewhat the guys that I really lent on, because I would have known them for a little bit. And like, they really helped me to do my best, and even when I'm not at my best, try to bring me back to my best in terms of physically and even batting wise and so on, just to make sure to when I'm batting to enjoy myself. Craig Brathwaite, he actually told me, see ball, hit ball. That was actually one of the things that really helped me coming through my career, even in Test cricket, because I got tangled really many times in thinking about what shot to play and if to play it or if to leave it. And then he was like, instead of just thinking about it too much, you just decide quickly on what you're gonna do. It's either you hit it or you leave it. And then from then on, it really helped me. That's something that I took from in my career when I was basically 21 at the time, and I took that from then, and I'm still using that unto this day. The high point in my career was winning the Under-19 World Cup. It is something I will never forget, really. It was 2016 in Bangladesh against India. It was lovely to know that I had so many of my good friends there that I'm still playing cricket with until this day, and like the memories that we had and that we made then, it will always resonate with me from being a 16-year-old until now. I was a little bit shocked and surprised and even anxious as well. I was playing for my Under-19 team. That was the last year I was playing. I wasn't the captain for my team. So I just played and I did as much as I could have. I lend a hand wherever I could. And then I got a call from I honestly can't remember who it was at the time. I think it was Graham West. And he told me that I would be captaining the West Indies Under-19 team in Bangladesh. So I was surprised and excited at the same time, and a little bit anxious as well. The qualities I would bring, I think it would be just to to let the guys try to enjoy themselves as much as possible, but on and off the field, but more so when we get onto the field, bring that work ethic in, that we would do whatever it takes to make sure that our team wins. It's really something that I try to instill in the teams that I'm with, and try to help and lend a hand and be someone that they could always come to in terms of if they have a problem with something, if they need help with something, they could always come to me and ask a question or even give their opinion on different things. I would have learned a lot from what I would have learned. It would have been like how really to lead a team in somewhat. I would say like how some captains are strict, some are more relaxed. So far it's been Jason Holder. That's probably the most fun captain I've been around, because he's someone that I could not leaving out the other captains that we have now, like Pollard as well, because he's fantastic as well. But for me, Jason is someone that I always had great respect for growing up, watching him play and watching him captain. And he was the first captain that I played under for the West Indies as well too. So he's someone that I really respected and really have great admiration for him as well. He's someone that I at that time I could have, as a young player in the team, I could have spoken to him, could have went up to him and talked to him about whatever was bothering me at the time and so on, and he just did his best to make sure that I was comfortable being a young player in the team, which was very good for myself, and really helped me to be myself and to express myself around the other teammates. So far, the lowest point in my career must have been, I think, when I got dropped. I think it was a real shock to the system, I would say, for me, because I wasn't expecting to get dropped at the time that I did, because I thought that I was going well in terms of making runs and stuff like that, but then fitness wise, I wasn't really benefiting my team and helping myself to be at the peak of my career that I wanted to be. And then after I got dropped, my wife, she had a strong talk with me, and I had a look in the mirror and said to myself that I would not let something like that happen again to me, you know. So from then I really started to work more on myself and really try to push myself to do the extra, not just the bare minimum, but to do as much as I can to make sure that when I'm on the field, I'm all about the team and not worrying about having to not be able to carry out what I have to do if we bat first or we bowl first in whatever stage of the game it would be. I would say jovial. Actually fun to be around. I would think, at least. Always smiling, always laughing, always with just being a good person, being the person that I could be trying to help and stuff like that. Because even on the pitch, I'm always smiling and stuff like that, and I really enjoy what I do and try to enjoy it as much as possible and make friends along the way as well. Personally, the most is my wife. She's always there for me, always supporting me, really, and so far it's been fun always having her around, and always being there to help me along the way, to share her knowledge in whatever way that she can, to bash me at times when I'm not up to scratch to her level. But it's always fun just to have her around, and it always helps me to go that extra mile in terms of on the field, off the field and stuff, to make myself a little bit better each and every day. The moral values I have, it's really based on her again. It's really like to help as many people as I can, because growing up I wasn't as fortunate in terms of being able to get stuff in terms of cricket gears and stuff like that. So it was with her help, of course, I really thought about it, and we sat down and we spoke about trying as much as possible to help others. So we would have had like a trust fund, and we brought some stuff in just to help some people in our country, in terms of, because we had like a massive flooding and stuff. So we did our best to help the people that we could have, and then it's really something that I'm really excited about and will continue to do, really. What I would like to accomplish, one, I would want to be a great for the game, of course, because that's something that I always strive for and something that I always want to. Well, I would think most cricketers would want to be a great of the game whenever they're finished. So it's something that I'm working towards as well. But off the field, I'm really trying to be someone like a household name, really. Not just cricket-wise, in terms of helping people in whatever way that I can, and just trying to be there in terms of if there's someone in need or something like that, you could always just lend a hand and help them out in whatever way you can. The advice I would give, it's really to go for the gold, really. I would say don't ever think that you're too young or even too old to play for the West Indies team, because at any point in time, once you continuously make runs or continuously take wickets in whatever area that you're part of, there's always a way to get there. Because I wasn't expecting to actually be here at 24. I actually thought that I would have been here probably at age 28, 27, 26, but I actually played my first game at age 20. So it's for me, it's really the sky is the limit, and you just push to whatever goals that you have in mind. Just push for your goals. 14-year-old Shimron Hetmyer, I would say don't eat too much when you get to probably 22, and try to make sure that you enjoy yourself growing up, because it's something that I think that I fell short in somewhat, that I didn't enjoy the game as much as I wanted to when I was young. I really tried to just play to win, as in play with that eagerness only to win and not really to enjoy the game, and I was probably a little bit selfish in terms of coming up. I just wanted to bat only and not to help anyone out, really. So it's something that I would have changed from then to now. So I would go back and tell him to really try to help and to enjoy the game as much as he can.